Hello everyone, we're here to talk about the Tupperware microwave pressure cooker, and that is this bad beauty right here. This is one of the pieces that you will end up using in your kitchen over and over and over again. If you're used to using an Instapot or another pressure cooker from another company, once you've used this, those will not be used very often. We have a couple of different pressure cookers, one from another direct sales company that is a really nice one, another one from another famous brand. And what we ended up doing was using this one more often now once we received it and started playing with it. It is amazing. So let's start talking about the features of this guy, and then we're gonna actually make something inside of here. So the microwave pressure cooker, for one, it's not very heavy. It's lightweight, it's compact too, so it's not having to take up a lot of space in your cabinet. In fact, I'm able to store this in a cabinet, in an upper cabinet in my kitchen, whereas my regular, plug-in pressure cooker needs a huge space because it's so bulky. The unit itself is huge compared to the actual bowl. So that is one big advantage over the microwave pressure cooker. The other thing with this pressure cooker is it has all the same type of safety features that a regular pressure cooker has. So you don't have to worry about it having some sort of accident in your microwave. So let's talk about some of those safety features. The first safety feature it has is this little pop-up guy here. It's like one of those turkey pop-up things, right? I can't do it. It pops up and down. When it's in the up position, your pressure cooker is pressurized. That means that you don't want to open it because it's still full of pressure and you want the pressure to come down. The other thing it has is this little release valve here, and that release valve helps let some of the pressure out, making it easier for you and safer. The other thing it has is a locking mechanism on the side, so when the pressure cooker is closed and this bar is down, it will not open, so it's another safety feature. But then if you're going to get your food out of the microwave and it's done, you can do a quick release by opening this lever like this. You give it a little push, and when you open it, there's another pressure relief valve here, and it will do a quick release if your recipe calls for it. However, most recipes just call for a natural release. When it's done cooking in the microwave, you take it out and let it sit. It takes between 5 to 10 minutes to come to the regular pressure in your area. Now, there are some other safety features with this too. It is a twist lock system, so the pressure cooker actually sits on the top here, and then it twists on, so it's locked into position. Then you push this down, and it's not gonna go anywhere. Now, the nice thing about the pressure cooker too is that it is the same kind of technology as a lot of our other Tupperware pieces, where it is like an encapsulated, almost like a metal on the inside, to where your pressure cooker is soaking up those microwaves, heating up the pressure cooker, creating that pressure, but the actual microwaves aren't what's cooking your food. It's the heat, steam, and pressure on the inside. It does have the other safety features too. It has, your ring and all that stuff that seals it up. So this thing is really safe to use and really easy. In fact, it cooks your food in less time than a traditional pressure cooker that you plug into the wall. And that's because you don't have to wait for it to heat up. So for example, I'm gonna be making some shredded chicken in the pressure cooker, and normally I will have to put it in our other pressure cooker. I put all the same ingredients inside of it, the same amount of liquid, and then you let it sit, and it takes forever. You can be waiting 10, 15, even 20 minutes sometimes for it to become hot and build up the pressure. Well, in that entire time, in 20 minutes, let's say it takes 15 minutes, and then it's gonna be pressure cooking for another 20 minutes. So you're looking at 35 minutes, 40 minutes possibly to cook your chicken. Not in this thing. 20 minutes in the microwave and it's done. And that's because you don't need all that time just waiting and waiting for your item to come to pressure. It's so nice. So we're gonna start off by taking our pressure cooker and we're gonna do a little example. We're gonna do some shredded chicken. And we like to do shredded chicken in our house. We use it for all kinds of things. We use it for tacos sometimes. We use it for over salad. We make chicken salad sandwiches out of it. We put it on top of some romaine, where we make a beautiful chicken salad out of it. Just all kinds of things we use the chicken for. So we'll shred it, we'll put some in the freezer, we'll put some in the fridge, and we just kind of go at it as we need it. So what I have here is, I have some chicken breasts. I'm not gonna do the whole thing because it's a lot of chicken, because when you shred chicken, if you're used to shredding it, a little bit goes a long way. So I'm gonna take several of my breasts and I'm going to lay them inside of my pressure cooker. I'm probably gonna do, let's just do three good sized breasts. That should be plenty for what we're looking for. I'll put these away and we'll use those at a later time. So I have my 3 chicken breasts inside my pressure cooker, and then I'm gonna put a little bit of seasoning in there, and then we're gonna put our liquid. So let me grab a spoon to grab it. This spoon so I can put some of my garlic. I'm gonna put a little bit of garlic in there, and I'm cheating. I'm using a minced garlic that's all ready to go. You can buy this at one of the warehouse stores. And I know Tupperware does make a garlic press, but I've fallen in love with this because it's so easy. It's like a time saver and really expensive. This is like $4 for this huge thing of garlic. So I'm gonna pop just a little bit of garlic in there, not a lot, because remember, this is gonna be pressure cooking, so those flavors are gonna kind of permeate inside of your chicken. And the other nice thing too is we're gonna shred this, so it's gonna be delicious. Okay, so I'm gonna put that aside. I'm gonna put a little bit of some Italian seasoning, and this is a like a homemade spice blend. So I'm just gonna shake a little bit of that in there. And this is one of our spice containers, and they're amazing. They hold a cup of stuff. We'll do some spice lessons a little bit later on, some seasoning lessons. So I'm gonna put a little bit in there, not too much, just kind of what I think is enough. Everyone has different spice flavor levels, but you can also do something different too. So I'm making a regular chicken that we're gonna use for like a multi-purpose chicken, but you can do, instead of this, you can always put maybe like spicy things. You can throw some chilies in there. You can throw maybe a can of enchilada sauce as your liquid, and then drain some of it out when it's done. You can shred it, and then you have like instant, like a Mexican themed chicken, which is really good. So we're gonna use some chicken broth. I have just the box broth. It makes it so much easier. And we want just enough liquid in there to kind of come to the top of the chicken. Doesn't have to, you don't want it filled all the way to the top. There is a max fill line on this and a minimum fill line. So I've got my chicken just to the top of the chicken there. The liquid rather, is just the top of the chicken. Put this over to the side. Now, there is a couple things on the pressure cooker you want to look out for. So in the inside of this lid here, you can see there's like an indentation there. You want to make sure that the dent or the indentation on your gasket is not lined up with that, because you want to make sure you get a good seal. And I always have to move mine a little bit because when I wash it, it always ends up there. I don't know how it does it. But I've got my seal in a good spot. It is not close to the other indentation. And then you can see there are some little arrows. There's an arrow here, there's an arrow here. You line them up with the arrows on the pressure cooker, and it goes right on. You give it a twist, you pop the lock down, and it's ready to go. I'm gonna pop this in the microwave for 20 minutes, and in 20 minutes it's done. I'm not having to wait for my pressure cooker to build up pressure, then start the countdown. No, it is done and ready to go. So then I'll come back on and show you how I'm gonna shred this chicken, and we'll have chicken for the whole week. I'll talk to you soon.